Absolutely beautiful day here in Cusco today. Blue skies, sun is shining, but I'm a little bit bummed out because I have to go home tomorrow. The only bad thing right now is I'm super sunburned because I sat on top of the boat on Lake Titicaca for hours and hours and hours. My legs, everything burned. But it's my last day here. I'm going to do like a city tour of Cusco, which I still haven't done even though I've been here like a week. Pretty excited for it. I'll keep you guys updated. Also, by the way, the night bus wasn't too bad. Left at 10 p.m., got in at 4 a.m. Came back to the hostel and just kind of hung out this morning. It's like noon now. It's been great relaxing. I honestly do not want to leave Peru. A lot of times after I'm done traveling, I'm ready to go home. This time, no. Just purchased this just to keep the sun off my face. Just had the most amazing tour of this cathedral. Can't take any pictures in here, anything. Cathedral of Cusco. It's the second oldest in the Americas. Our guide is like a very proud Peruvian. He's a really good historian. He gave us the history of Peru starting 15,000 years ago. He said the saddest part of Peru is that the Incan stones were dismantled. There's a temple underneath here that was Incan. It was dismantled to build this cathedral. He said 15 feet below this is the pre-Incan foundation. That's why this is still standing in such good shape. The other sad thing is that many of the ruins around Cusco were totally dismantled stone by stone so that they could build colonial buildings. It's really a big bummer that you can't take photos or videos in the cathedral because it's absolutely stunning, really amazing. He also showed us this painting of the Last Supper by a Peruvian artist, and he asked everybody who was the Italian that did the original. Nobody knew.
Cusco City built with amazing stone masonry methods. I think so. They felt very jealous.
Apparently this is an amazing corner, withstands earthquakes. There's also like gold clumps within those stones, which is why the Spanish took them apart stone by stone. This wall here these are Inca rocks that were dismantled and then put back together by the Spanish with mortar and stuff. Honestly, these guided city tours are the way to go, especially when you get a really knowledgeable tour guide that's super passionate. Really learning a lot. I suspect I'm about to learn about this. I was right. Convento de Santo Domingo. Look at this stonework. Thank goodness it wasn't dismantled, the guy says. Still, there are gold clumps in here. Of course, no tour of Cusco is complete without coca candy. This is the Temple of the Stars, and there was 1 inch of gold all along here, but then when the Spanish got here, they ripped the gold out and like started painting over it like that. Joan de Santa Cruz in 1600 buried one of the gold things, and that's why we know all about that. What we just saw was a replica. And then the thing that was buried in 1600 wasn't found again until 1917, and now it's in the museum of Lima. And there's a replica. Here's some people working some asphalt. Looks like hard work. Alright, about to learn about Tambomachay, I guess. I swear I've got my heart rate up pretty much every single day here. Check out these fountains. Who doesn't love fountains and running water?
Of Machu Picchu. Because Machu Picchu is located supposedly on the east, jungle, but this is north of Cusco. This is a gift coming from the Mother Earth. This water is coming down from the upper part.
Alright, I asked if I could drink the water and the guy said yes, so I just took a sip of that water up here. Fresh spring water. I'll let you know if I get sick. No idea how to pronounce that, but we're here.
Enco, Q-E-N-Q-O. Enco means labyrinth. Okay, because we are in the middle of this natural. This is the stone table where the surgeons clean the bodies.
We just left the place where the surgeons would clean bodies before they were taking the mausoleums up into the glaciers. Beady everywhere. These pre-Inca walls were built in 4000 BC, so 6,000 years ago. Look at the size of these stones, it's like unbelievable. Here's the rest of Saksaywaman. There used to be apparently like some things on top of there that were taken down and taken to Cusco for colonial.
So we lost 50%, maybe more.
Apparently some of these walls used to be like 10 meters high, but they were all taken down by the Spanish and used in churches now. Also, apparently some of this stuff, or actually this place, Saksaywaman, was built over 2,000 years, and they were like still building it when the Incas took over.
They began to fit together the rocks. Even they thought to make it first, the preparation of the rocks. Right?
Alarm of head,
Ecolo.
body,
Ecolo.
lava.
Look at that. Your hair is the face, and the ears are missing. So the llama is sitting down. When the llama or alpaca triangular corner is the mouth, chubby face, and ears up. The guinea pig doesn't have this rock, is the head. These four rocks here, these small rocks, are making the neck. And a flying dolphin is still surviving.
Okay, because
Incredible experience for about 30 minutes up at Saksaywaman. Romulo gave us a true story about how Machu Picchu was founded. And the guy that was actually telling us the story was born on Machu Picchu and was related to the family that met Hiram Bingham. Is obviously the person that, or the Westerner that discovered Machu Picchu. And this guy's given speeches at Harvard and Yale. He's met the Dalai Lama. He's been to Stanford. It's insane. But anyway, he also wrote a book, Journey to Machu Picchu. That's his name, Romulo Valencia. So of course I bought the book and he signed it for me. To David from Cusco, Peru, love Romulo, 2016. Very passionate guy. He had a ton of knowledge. It was amazing to hear his stories about Machu Picchu, even though this wasn't a Machu Picchu tour. To Pizarro and his criminals, and honestly, it was kind of a fair characterization. Not only that, I got baby alpaca slippers, which I cannot wait to put on once I get checked into the airport. It's going to be amazing. Up like an owl and another hat. I'm in the buying mood. I'm going to go get more cash and just come down here and just buy stuff. Last day here, I'm literally going to just go get as much money as I can and just come down. And anybody that approaches me, I'm buying it. Looks like school just got out or something.
This is my word.
I'll buy it, yeah.
For example, this is the typical church of Cusco. We call San Cristobal Church.
I like that, yeah.
And maybe you saw this flag when you walk. And maybe they don't use for eat. The people use more these animals for transportations, potatoes, cars, something like in Cusco. But
this is San Blas.
Yeah, but this is in the street, next to this street. You can see here the llamas, then people, the church, the high school.
Yeah, I like that.
Sacred Valley, but we call that one Pisac.
Pisac, yeah, I went there.
Yeah,
very nice.
Maybe you saw this mountain, the Snow Mountain. They doing one offering to the Mother Earth. You can see here they playing a typical instrument. This is the flute, the guitar, and this is the bamboo. These people they doing ceremony. This is you can find they doing the ceremony. They playing a typical instruments, the bamboo, the flute, the guitar,
Nice.
Sam and the moon. But in Quechua we call that one. We call Pacha Papa and Pachamama. Maybe you read about the book.
Picked up this little guy, little owl, couple bucks. Picked up this Cusco hat. About to go buy some artwork. Let's get it done. Buying 5 pieces of artwork. They're rolled up right there. I don't even want to admit how much I paid for it all. Alright, I'm going to have to find a restaurant that accepts visas because I'm pretty much out of cash and I'm going to still buy anything from anybody that approaches. God, this has honestly been the trip of a lifetime. I think I'm enjoying this even more than Cambodia and Laos, even though I think I like Asia more. Things better on this trip, actually taking organized tours. I didn't take any organized tours when I went to Asia. Big mistake. I looked up the nicest restaurant here in San Blas, Cusco, and it is Pachapapa, and I think I found it. And finally got some ceviche after being here for 2 weeks. This is trout ceviche, it's really good. Stoked about this. I just got myself a couple of pairs of socks because I didn't have any clean ones for my flights tomorrow. And of course these socks are made out of alpaca, so that's also a plus. Well, I guess this is it. Walking back to my hostel for the last time. Going home tomorrow. So I feel pretty good though about finally buying some things, spending some money. Really excited about the art.